My mentor and friend Orrin Isaacs told me that the demos that I was sending him sounded atrocious. He said they just, not the music obviously, but the quality of the demo was sounding atrocious. And let me show you where I used to record my demos. This is my little, setup. I got my MacBook and my Apogee, and I would record here. My microphone's in there, but I'll show you the microphone in a second. But I would record in this closet. There was a little bit less stuff in here, but I had these closed up here, and I just kind of slide the microphone in between them and sing into them, hopefully to dampen the sounds that you hear, right? And it just wasn't obviously working that well. So I decided to figure out a way to create a sound absorbing booth, not a soundproofing booth, that I can tear down, because I don't have the luxury of building stuff in this place. This is not my house. I'm renting here. I don't own it yet. And I want to have the opportunity to take down whatever I build, and if I have to move, bring it with me, right? So I thought, how can I do this? And some basic things that you can find online, or you can find in stores, some of it in the dollar store, some of it at Walmart. And this is, to begin, a moving blanket. So I bought 3 moving blankets, right? To create extra padding. I put 2 of them together on this clothes stand, portable clothes stand that you buy from Walmart for about $25 to $30, $30 after tax. And it's portable. It has wheels on it. If you can see those wheels, I don't know if you can see this. See, it has the wheels on it, so I can collapse it, and I'll show you how to collapse that. I can collapse it. And you just hang it on here. And these are little hangers that I found at the dollar store as well. And they go into these rivets. These rivets don't always come with the moving blankets, so you have to ask them to put the rivets in, and they cost like a couple dollars per rivet. So I got 4 rivets on 3 blankets, and these are also binder clips to add additional support, so the blanket's not collapsing in the center here. And I put the binder clips up, put some string on it, and tie that together. Let me show that so they're closer. Tie it together. The binder clips, obviously, you can get a whole pack for like $1 at the dollar store, very cheap. And I'll go inside and take note of my voice right now. You hear the echo, you hear the reflections. It's high, tingy kind of sound that's probably going to the microphone right now. And when I go in, you're going to see a drastic difference, all right? So let me go in. All right, so you could already hear the difference. I can hear the difference just by being in here. And it's about my height, just a little bit shorter, but my mouth is lower than it, so it's getting all these blankets that are up here absorbing the sound. And I also got a carpet. Can you see that carpet? The carpet I got from No Frills, Walmart as well, and it was about $30. And I got these here. These they clip together, and they're just little mats, rubber kind of mats that you clip together. And I put up on the wall, and they fit pretty well up there. And they also help absorb the sound as well. Like I said, this is not a soundproof booth. It just absorbs the sound, so that when the sounds are bouncing around in the room, some of it's going to go into this blanket, some of it's going to go into this blanket, and it's not going to go into the microphone here. And obviously the popular Shure microphone that Michael Jackson, everybody says Michael Jackson used this on Thriller. Get it from this angle, because this is the angle you want to see that. Michael Jackson used this on Thriller. That's the microphone I use. Pretty good microphone. It's not the greatest microphone for recording if you want high quality recording, but it's a good microphone. If it's good enough for MJ, it's good enough for me. Something I'm really happy with is I got noodles from the dollar store. These are flotation devices. Those noodles that you get from anywhere you can get. The dollar store, Canadian Tire, a lot of places sell these. And I cut them up and painted them with spray paint, and then mounted them to little tile-like carpets, right? And those tile carpets, they do have stickers on the back, but I kind of just put pins in them and just stuck them up with pins. And obviously, they're not the most beautiful things in the world, but they're nice enough to look cool, and it does absorb sound. They don't soundproof as what they would look like they would do, but they do absorb sound again. So any sounds that are bouncing on the ceiling absorbs into these things, and they look kind of neat. I'm happy with that project, and I made those myself. $4, literally $4 and some spray paint, right? But the coolest part of this booth, that's one of the coolest parts, but the other cool part, that these came today, which is why it took me so long to make this video, because I had this stuff for a while, and I've done some recording in here, but I was waiting for these lights, and they came all the way from China, and they just came today, and they were about $10, these lights. Let me just plug them in. All right, so they're on. I'm gonna turn off the lights, all right? All right, so that's pretty cool. Now, some people don't like the ambiance. I think it's cool. I like it. I like the chill vibe. It helps me relax, get into focus. And these lights. So I'm inside the booth, and I've never used these lights yet. I haven't recorded with these lights, so I can't tell you how they make me feel when I sing. But just look at them. They're cool, right? And they're like $10, no shipping and handling. And it just creates a cool vibe. So especially because I have to close these curtains additionally to get even more damp sounds, right? To even, to get the reflections out even more. So when you close the curtains, there's no lights in here. And those lights were a little bit too bright, and I just wanted something to give me a good vibe. I could read my paper when I'm in here if I need that. And it's pretty cool. So let me turn back on the lights. And what I'll do now is I'll collapse it so you can see what it's gonna look like collapsed and how much room I get back in here, right? So bear with me, I'm doing this with one hand, okay? All right, so, and my feet, I guess. All right. Try to do this fast. So, you with me? All right, that's not an absolutely complete collapse, but check it out. So, if I need more space in my room, the whole thing is collapsed, right? And you get all that space back in your room. And when I need to transport this, if I really want to take it all apart, I can do that as well and just bring it down, because these things fold down and collapse. Just like, I'll show you quickly. Mainstays, right? Can you see that? Mainstays. That's what they look like when they're not with the blanket, right? And they fold up, fold down. And if I have to move out of this place, just found $1. If I have to move out of this place, I can take this with me. Everything here is portable. Everything here can come down and be put up in another room anywhere I go. So this is the great thing about it. I'm a nomad type of guy. I don't always have a one place to settle. So if I got to bring my stuff with me, that's what it is, right? Let me know what you think. If you like it on, leave a like, leave a comment. If you want to know more about what I did, how much things cost, leave a comment, and I'll tell you what I can. And shout out to Oren Isaacs for pushing me, saying you got to do something better here. And he inspired me to do that, and I just had to use my imagination to figure out how can I do it within my budget. I ain't balling yet. I ain't got my #1 record yet, my #1 song yet. So until that happens, this is what we got. All right.